Hi, everybody. I'm so excited that you could join me today. You're taking time out of your precious day to be with me. I want to welcome you to my first time online art show and sale. I'm Deborah Baker, and I'm a fine art artist. My medium is acrylics. I really don't like that word sale. What I'd rather use is to let you know that I create from an intentional, soulful place. How I do that is I begin with the canvas, with a thought or a word or a scene, something I see, something I feel. I put the background on the canvas, then I step back and I look at the canvas and see how it wants to come together with that feeling or with that sight. And it begins to show itself to me. And then I begin painting and then adding the final touchings. And usually it's layer upon layer upon layer of experiences that comes through on the canvas. So when you see the final piece, you know that it comes from my heart, from my soul, how I experience beauty to you. And what I'd like to offer you today is to have that experience in your homes, in your offices, places where you play or enjoy having other people experience what you see today. In the description, you will find all of the limited edition print pictures. Each one has the same pricing. Each one will come to you matted with a plastic sheeting and a certificate of authenticity. So without further ado, let's begin. Here's number one. It's entitled Spring. It's part of a collection that is called Seasons, of course. But as you can see, I started off with the background, which I wanted a rainbow effect. And then to proceed with these beautiful orange, yellow flowers that I had seen on my walk one fine morning. Again, this one is entitled Spring. So here's number two. This is number two in the Seasons collection. It's called Summer. So basically it was kind of like the same kind of background where I have somewhat of a rainbow effect expressing the beautiful attributes of summer. And these flowers that I saw on my walk reminded me of the magnolias that I grew up with in New Orleans. And the colors are about the same as the magnolias in New Orleans. However, in New Orleans, the magnolias are massive. And here in Washington, the magnolias are a smaller flower. And so for me, it just brought back all those beautiful memories of the South and magnolias. And I call this one Summer. And that's number 2. Are you ready for number 3? This is the 3rd one in the Seasons collection, and it's entitled Fall. And this one, I was taking a walk out near the Nisqually Refuge Reserve, and I noticed something similar to these guys. And so this is a little bit of Northwest, particularly the Nisqually area, near Yelm, Washington, where I live. And as you can see, it's a beautiful depiction of a fall setting. That's number 3. Number 4, coming up. This one is entitled Early Winter, and it's pretty much the same process, as you can see. I just love the reds in this one. The crimson, the orange, the yellow. And in the background, you can see this is a little different than the other one, as it was a chipper morning. So early winter. And this one is number 4. Number 5. Now this one is winter. Actually snapped this one on the back deck, and I was particularly taken by these birds that came by to visit this holly plant in a basket that I had bought and put on the back deck. It snowed, and so then you can see the snow in the background and the birds coming by to enjoy their little feast. Number 5, winter. Here comes number 6. This one I called Freedom because of the sunflowers. It was also the time of the war with Ukraine, and in support, I wanted to paint the sunflowers. It was my way of looking at all of the destruction and knowing that freedom for all of us is coming very soon. And also wanted to, sometimes in my paintings, it looks like faces appear or different things. And if you look right in this corner, you'll see it looks like there's a little maybe sunflower spirit that may have shown up, or an angel expressing freedom as well. This one is called Freedom number 6. Here's number 7, another sunflower. I was experimenting with these colors. My favorite color is blue, so any form of blue is a favorite of mine, and I like playing with it. You'll probably notice in my other collections that I use a lot of variation with blues. This is kind of a turquoise that I thought would offset the sunflowers in a beautiful way. Number 7, sunflowers. Here is a very favorite one of mine. It's number 8. It's entitled Roses. My story here, anyone who knows me knows that I love roses. I have several different varieties in my garden. One day I was out, I took pictures of my roses, and these are actually the roses that are in my garden. Roses, number 8. And here's number 9 and the final piece for today. It's called Serenity. I happen to live near a lake in Washington, and this is a shot on another walk. I took a picture of the lake and, of course, the northwest trees. And as I was painting it and looking at it, there was something that was missing, so I put in what you normally would see on the lake on some days is a boat and a person fishing. Several people have seen this on exhibition in a gallery and told me, hey, that's me sitting out there on that boat. And I know that word serenity when I'm out there fishing, especially in the great Northwest. Serenity, number 9. So in closing, I would like to thank you again for spending your time with me and having an opportunity to experience my art firsthand on my first online art show. I have more information in the description. If you have any questions whatsoever, or if you would like to have one of these pieces for yourself, just DM me and we'll take the process on from there. Again, thank you so much for being with me today. Enjoy.